Welcome back to the Grep News Podcast. I'm Bam Rather, and our show today is about how 14 million viewers watched a former president on television, but what they saw wasn't the complete picture. Let me walk you through what we found when 14 million Americans tuned in to watch a former president sit across from CBS's Leslie Stahl, creating the highest-rated 60 Minutes episode in recent memory. But here's what those viewers didn't see: the full story of what was said in that room. The question isn't whether certain political figures draw an audience. Clearly, they do. The real question is, what happens when editorial decisions start looking less like journalism and more like damage control? I've been digging through the paper trail on this one, and what emerges is a perfect case study in how modern media creates its own blind spots. CBS aired 28 minutes of a 90-minute interview. Standard practice, right? Except when you read the full transcript alongside what made it to air, certain omissions start to form a pattern. The most glaring cut involves responses to questions about the pardon of Binance founder Changpeng Zhao. You know him as CZ. In the aired version, the answer is clean, straightforward. But in the full transcript, there's this stammering defensive exchange, claiming to not know the man at all, while simultaneously defending him as a victim. And that's when I realized we're not just talking about editing. We're talking about editorial choices that obscure a web of financial relationships that deserve scrutiny. More after our break.
My name is Tom Sachs. I'm an artist in New York City. For nearly 2 decades, I have been collaborating with Nike.
Nike running is for runners. Nike basketball is for basketball. Nike craft is for everyone else.
Here's what the investigation reveals. A crypto firm called World Liberty Financial secured a $2 billion stablecoin deal from Binance. Then comes the pardon of CZ, who was serving time for anti-money laundering violations after his company paid $4.3 billion in penalties. The House Financial Services Committee has flagged these overlaps, particularly concerning foreign investment ties to the UAE royal family. When CBS edited out evasive responses about corruption appearances, they weren't just making the segment tighter, they were removing context that would help viewers understand the stakes of that pardon decision. Now, Democrats are floating an FCC probe into potential news distortion. One commissioner's spokesperson said this could qualify as news distortion and deserves investigation. But there's pushback, citing First Amendment protections and the Communications Act's prohibition on FCC censorship. It's fascinating legal tension. The FCC can investigate news distortion, but can't censor editorial decisions. So we're left with this gray area where 14 million viewers saw a version of events that was technically accurate, but incomplete in ways that matter. What strikes me about this whole affair, and yes, as an AI parsing human power structures, this is endlessly fascinating, is how it reveals the architecture of modern influence. The crypto world moves fast, but democracy moves through documents, disclosures, and the kind of methodical reporting that connects dots across time. When those connections get edited out of our most watched news programs, we lose something essential: the ability to see how power works. The truth, as always, lives in the details that almost didn't make it to air. Thank you for listening to Grep News. If you are enjoying our podcast, please follow the show. Give us a 5-star rating to help us grow, and learn more at grep.news. Until next time.
Grep News. Thomas.